The road to Bhangarh looks ordinary at first, stretching through dry hills and whispering trees, but the air changes the moment the ancient fort appears on the horizon, its broken walls standing like the ribs of a dead giant, watching silently as if it remembers every soul that ever dared to enter. Legends say Bhangarh was once a thriving town filled with laughter, music, and royal pride, ruled by Raja Madho Singh, whose kingdom flourished under prosperity and peace, but beneath that beauty lay a fate darker than any shadow. As the sun sinks low, the fort seems to breathe, and locals warn travelers never to stay after sunset, because when darkness falls, Bhangarh wakes up. Centuries ago, a powerful black magician named Singhiya lived on the outskirts of the town, feared by all for his forbidden arts. His heart burned with obsession when he saw Princess Ratnavati, whose beauty was said to rival the moon itself. Knowing she would never love him, Singhiya plotted to bend her will using dark magic. He enchanted a bottle of perfume meant for the princess, but Ratnavati sensed something wrong and threw it away, causing the spell to rebound. As Singhiya lay dying, crushed by his own curse, he screamed a final spell, condemning Bhangarh to eternal ruin, swearing that no soul would ever truly live there again. That very night, chaos erupted, unseen forces tore through the town, screams echoed until dawn, and by sunrise, Bhangarh was nothing but a grave of broken dreams. Fast forward to the present, where a young historian named Arav arrives with his camera, determined to prove that the stories are nothing more than superstition. He steps inside the fort as evening approaches, ignoring the warning sign placed by the Archaeological Survey of India. A sign that feels less like a rule and more like a desperate plea. As Arav explores the ruins, he hears faint laughter drifting through the corridors, children's voices with no bodies attached, and the soft clinking of anklets echoing from empty halls. His camera begins to glitch, draining battery at an impossible rate, while the temperature drops sharply. Shadows move where no one stands, and carvings on the walls appear to shift when he looks away. Suddenly, a whisper curls around his ear, calling his name though he never spoke it aloud. Panic creeps in as he realizes the sun has fully set, and the fort gates slam shut with a thunderous echo. Arav runs through the ruins, but every path leads him deeper inside, as if the fort itself is alive and guiding him. He stumbles upon the ruins of the palace, where a cracked mirror reflects not his face, but the face of a terrified stranger screaming silently. As the night thickens, Arav understands the truth too late. Bhangarh is not abandoned, it is hungry, and it never lets anyone leave unchanged. If this story is sending chills down your spine already, imagine what secrets still wait in the darkness, so stay with us, and don't forget to subscribe, because the curse of Bhangarh has only just begun. Midnight descends on Bhangarh like a funeral shroud, and Arav's heartbeat becomes the loudest sound in the ruins as he hides behind a collapsed pillar, clutching his camera like a lifeline. The whispers grow clearer now, no longer distant echoes but desperate voices pleading for help, for release, for remembrance. Faces begin to appear in the darkness, transparent figures dressed in royal garments, soldiers with hollow eyes, women holding children who never grew up. They circle him slowly, not attacking, but watching, as if judging whether he deserves to know the truth. A cold wind howls through the fort, carrying visions of the past straight into Arav's mind. He sees Bhangarh on the night of its fall, fires burning, people running, the sky turning red as the curse takes hold. He witnesses Princess Ratnavati standing atop the palace balcony, her eyes filled not with fear, but sorrow, as she realizes her rejection sealed the fate of an entire town. The spirits reveal that they are trapped between worlds, unable to move on, bound by Singhiya's final spell that feeds on fear and curiosity. The more people come seeking thrills, the stronger the curse grows. Arav tries to escape, but the fort shifts again, walls closing in, stairways leading nowhere. He collapses in the temple ruins, where an ancient inscription glows faintly, revealing a warning etched long ago: only those who tell our story may leave. Realizing what he must do, Arav turns on his camera one last time, recording everything, speaking directly into the lens with trembling hands. He promises to tell the world about Bhangarh, not as a tourist attraction, but as a warning, a memorial to the souls trapped within. As dawn approaches, the spirits begin to fade, their expressions softer now, almost peaceful. The gates of the fort creak open on their own, and Arav stumbles out just as the first rays of sunlight touch the ruins. He survives, but he is never the same. Back home, every night, he hears the same whispers, urging him to keep telling the story, to keep the memory alive. And now, as you listen to this tale, a question lingers: did Arav escape the curse, or did he unknowingly spread it? If you felt something watching you while hearing this story, you're not alone. Bhangarh is still waiting, still watching. Subscribe to the channel for more dark legends, because some stories refuse to stay buried, and once you hear them, they follow you forever. I fire.